Hello, everyone, and welcome to Behind the Brand podcast, where we bring you the real stories behind the business you love. I'm your host, Sari Vaz, owner and founder of Rejuva Candles and Skin Glow, and today I'm super excited to have my girl, Brianna Paul, NP, owner of Botox Bree, located in Warwick, Rhode Island. Hi, Bree.
Hi, Sarah. Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you for being here with us. I'm so excited about your business, about everything that you're doing, and we're going to learn a little bit more about Botox today, right?
Yes, definitely. Definitely. I'm excited to be here.
All right, awesome. So if you want, I'll hand it over to you. If you want to tell me a little bit about who you are
Yeah,
and
definitely.
a little bit about yourself.
So I'm Bree. I'm a nurse practitioner. I've been a nurse for over 10 years and an NP for about 5. And I love aesthetics and anything that makes people feel good about themselves. And so I decided to open my business, and it is in Serenity Spa and Beauty Bar in Warwick, Rhode Island.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, it's a beautiful med spa, and I offer tons of services, including Botox, obviously, which is in the name. So I just want to kind of get Botox Bree on the map and make people understand what my brand is about and what my business is,
Absolutely.
meant to be for, and kind of what I feel about the aesthetics business.
Absolutely. And you don't only do Botox, correct?
Correct. Yeah. So I offer a bunch of different services. So I offer vitamin B12 injections,
Oh, wow.
which are really good for boosting your mood and reducing fatigue and increasing energy and improving concentration and memory. So things like that. And I offer IV hydration drips, which are great for anybody that needs to rehydrate after illness or a big race or something like that. And then I do filler as well. So I do lips and cheeks and anything to kind of either increase the volume or restore volume of the face. So
Incredible.
yeah.
So I have a question about the is it the B12?
Yep.
The B12. Do you have to have anything from the doctor to be able to do that? Or?
Nope. So I'm a licensed family nurse practitioner, and I can practice independently in Rhode I'm
Excellent.
dually licensed. So I essentially am the doctor that kind of gives you the okay to do so. So I'll go over every time you come in to see me, I'll go over the kind of treatment requirements and what's safe and what's not. For example, with Botox, you don't want to get that when you're pregnant. So I ask a bunch of questions. I have you fill out consultation forms, and we go over risks and medical histories and things like that, just to make sure that everything's safe. And then I'm the one that essentially orders the medication.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
See? I love it. And so I just wanted to ask you a few questions, okay?
Sure. Yeah.
I know you just started, how long ago you started the Botox Bree?
So I opened Botox Bree in around February of 2026, and I've been doing the Botox and aesthetics after a pretty rigorous training in the end of 2025. So
Yes.
About 6 months in or so now, and I'm really enjoying it, and I'm really loving being able to kind of give my skills and my love to the community.
Absolutely. And what inspired you? I know you were talking about that you like to make people feel beautiful and,
Yeah.
nice about themselves. So what made you say, you know what, this is it. This is the time I'm going to do it.
Yeah. So I think there's a couple kind of pieces to that. My husband's really inspiring to me. He owns his own small business as well. And I kind of figure if he can do that while he works a full-time job and is in school, then I can kind of take that first step and
Hmm.
put a business out there as well. And then just to get into the business, I think aesthetics can be very intimidating and kind of complicated, a little bit, especially if you don't know what it's about or you've kind of just seen the beauty standards online and things like that.
Exactly.
And I just want other people to realize that somebody that kind of looks pretty normal and maybe is like plus size like me, they can come in and get treatment from a licensed professional that can help them figure out what their beauty goals are and figure out how to achieve those.
I love that. And what are that you've noticed? What are some of the misconceptions that people have about Botox that
Yeah, definitely. A lot.
Mhm.
So I'd say probably like 3 main ones. I'd talk about how a lot of people think that Botox is really painful. and lip filler is really painful. So that's really not the case. So for Botox itself, people think we use this huge needle that is like what we use for a flu shot or something like that. The needle that we actually use is around the size of your pinky fingernail, maybe even smaller. And it only leaves a very small hole. So most of the time you don't even bruise or anything like that. And really it's very minimal downtime. I usually give you ice beforehand to numb the area. And that helps a lot with the pain. And then for lip filler, I contract with a compounding pharmacy. So I order a pretty heavy medical grade anesthetic, which helps to numb the area beforehand. And so that helps with the pain. And then there's also lidocaine inside the hyaluronic acid filler that we use. So while you're getting the treatment, you're actually being numbed as well from the inside.
Oh, that's excellent.
So yeah. And then I think another misconception I would talk about would be that Botox or filler are going to make you look completely plastic and give you duck lips and things like that. So I think it's really important to know that each treatment is going to be customized to what your goals are. So I do have people that really love to have a completely frozen forehead. I do have people that like 3 syringes of lip filler. You know what I mean? That's just what they like. And I also have people that tell me, I don't want to look like that. And I do want some movement in my forehead. I just kind of want to reduce some of those bigger lines and things like that. So that's important to know.
Question. Have you ever had anybody that wanted something that you felt was not the greatest choice for them?
Absolutely. And I think that's a really important part of being a good injector and just being a really honest nurse practitioner is that I'm not going to just take somebody's money because they want to pay me for lip filler or they want to pay me for Botox. I'm going to let them know what's safe and what's not safe for them and also what is, medically recommended.
Excellent.
So, yeah. And then I think a last misconception that I would mention would be that a lot of people think that once you get Botox, you're never going to be able to stop.
No.
And so I think it's important to know that people usually don't want to stop because they like the results, but nothing bad is going to happen. I think also people think they're going to get botulism from Botox, which it's the same neurotoxin that causes botulism symptoms. So you absolutely have to be careful with that. But with a licensed provider like myself and someone that has rigorous training in the anatomy of the face, where all the muscles are, where all the nerves and veins are, and also the training to use the product itself, there's very minimal risk with it. So.
Oh, yeah. Great. And I mean, you're someone that's trustworthy. You're a nurse practitioner. You've been practicing for a long time. Somebody like you that's experienced in doing this is just, to me, it makes, I think to me, it makes the client feel more comfortable.
Yes.
That the risk is a lot less than going to someone that's not a nurse practitioner like you.
Yeah. I've heard of people recently doing talks at home. That scares me. That scares the life out of me because there's so many different arteries and veins and nerves in the face. And there's a lot of risks if you don't know what you're doing. So I absolutely recommend coming to see me. And
go to a professional that knows the face, knows what they're doing.
Yep.
That is honestly, sometimes you want to save some money.
Yep.
And you end up really paying for it at the end. So absolutely.
Yeah. And you know what? I also do a lot of deals.
You do. I always see you deals.
Yeah. So, I mean, I have like a May special out right now where if you purchase 20 units of Botox, I'll give it for $10 a unit.
Wow.
Stuff like that.
That's a great deal.
I really want it to be affordable for people that really want to try it out and also have some goals that they haven't been able to achieve because of the price. So I try to make it as affordable as possible. And I'm working with Afterpay as well to start some programs with, payment plans and things like that. So I'm excited to offer that as well.
Yeah, that's awesome. And what is the most rewarding part of your work?
I love to see before and afters. And I love to talk to my clients during their after because a lot of times knock on wood, I haven't had anyone tell me they hate everything. So I always hear that they're very happy with the results. They're wanting to come back again and continue the process and that they feel really great about themselves. And that's really all I want. I want people to know that, they don't have to meet some crazy beauty standard to feel good about themselves, but it's totally okay to want to improve the way that you look and feel. And it's okay to, use medicine to do that. And I want people to take away the stigma of, that plastic and fake and
Yeah.
different kind of things like that about Botox and filler and just the aesthetics industry in general. And I want people to be able to enjoy it. Life is too short. And if that's something that makes you happy, I would love to be able to help you with that.
I love that.
Yeah.
So, before we wrap up, I wanted to ask you some questions that are a little bit more laid down, like fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I know you must have a favorite part that you like to always treat on the face.
Yeah. So
What would it
I
be?
have a couple. I would say one of my favorites is the 11s
I was gonna
because
say the 11s.
it's the
Yes.
one right in between
I
your eyebrows,
know.
and it usually makes such a big difference, and it makes people so happy to see that, because that's the first thing people say when they come in to see me is, I hate these lines in between my forehead. So I love to see the results of that. And I also love being able to treat people's migraines and their hyperhidrosis, excessive sweating, and
Oh.
their jaw pain.
So
I
see, these
yes.
are all the things that, we didn't talk about before, but I'm glad you
Absolutely.
mentioned that.
Yeah, there's a lot that's not just cosmetic. So hyperhidrosis is excessive sweating, and we can treat that with Botox because basically it blocks the receptor that takes in the messenger from the brain that tells the muscle to contract or tells the muscle to sweat. So when we give Botox, it prevents that excessive sweating or excessive muscle movement. So things like migraines and jaw pain from TMJ and the excessive sweating can be seriously reduced.
Wow.
Yeah.
Incredible. And even like on the jaw, when you sleep and you're grinding your teeth, I mean, you're ruining your
Yes.
teeth as well.
I
So,
can speak for that personally. I actually I do the Botox myself on myself
wow.
for the TMJ pain because I grind my
Okay.
teeth and clench at night.
Yes.
And it has made such a huge difference. And it also actually has a nice cosmetic benefit because it does slim out the jaw a bit as well. So
Oh, really?
yeah, 2 birds with 1 stone.
I know. I love that. That's excellent. And if you could give everyone one piece of skincare advice, what would it be?
Sunscreen. Sunscreen, sunscreen, sunscreen. Skin cancer is real. Skin cancer happens in a ton of people, and it's completely preventable by using sunscreen. So we all love to be out in the sun, and I absolutely think it's great for you because it gives you vitamin D and things like that. But we need to make sure that we're not putting that harmful UV rays onto ourselves and making sure to kind of protect our skin for the future, which also prevents further wrinkles.
Absolutely.
So
Oh, I love that. And if someone wanted to book an appointment with you, how can they contact you?
I'm on Instagram at Botox Bree, Botox Bree, and the link is in my bio. I have a Square website where they can book the appointment, and they can also follow me on TikTok at Botox Bree.
Oh, nice. Are you on Facebook?
I'm not
Oh,
yet.
Not yet. Okay. So that's your next step.
That's my next step. I'm working on it.
And I will put all the links and everything below this video. So if anybody wants to contact you, anybody wants to follow you,
Thank you.
there'll be a way to get in touch with you.
Yeah, awesome. I'm making a lot of videos about education on where you can get Botox and, what the safety features are and just kind of like fun stuff to normalize the aesthetics, medicine, and beauty industry. So
I love that. Do you want to say anything else before we let go?
I can't wait to see everyone. Please come and see me.
Yes. So as you heard, I have Ms. Brianna Paul, NP, and she really does a great job at making you feel comfortable, making you feel seen, heard of, what is the services that you want, and, somebody that you could trust. And, that's really important in this field. So
Thank you.
thank you
Thanks.
so
I so
much.
appreciate that. And I appreciate you having me on.
Of course, Brianna, thank you so much for being here with us. And as always, I always say, thank you for turning into Behind the Brand, where we bring you the real stories behind the businesses you love. God bless, and until next time.